one. We are live. What's goody, people? It's time to
What's
play the
good,
game.
guys?
Another amazing episode where we're going to bring you the good stuff, because you have to remember, if you don't learn how to play the game, you're getting played by the game. And we're
Exactly
here to put
that.
you back in control of the game so that you can win in life. Cool. So I'm just literally just finishing off the final messages to people to let them know that we're live, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows we're live now and knows the channel and whatever. But just in case for the newbies, you never know. Let me just, because what I am doing, which is adding a bit more source, is I am adding the actual report as well.
Oh, I swear, when you're putting it out in the broadcast.
Yeah, it's Christmas, isn't it?
We're not playing games. It's Christmas, bro. We ain't playing games, man. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's a pattern still, I can't lie.
Gotta go that extra mile.
I definitely got to go the extra mile, man. But yeah,
Ain't nobody doing this.
The format of this report is completely different to a lot of the reports we've read, I think.
Nah, it is. I thought it was one of the easiest ones to read.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's it. Put out. Let's do this disclaimer and crack on with the show. So, disclaimer. Let me make sure everyone can see my screen. Share screen. Disclaimer. So we have some terms and conditions here at Blockchain Sensei. They're quite simple. And that is that all of our content is actually for education, information, and mainly entertainment purposes, and should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, hold any assets, or place any trades. So basically, please do your own what?
Research.
Come on. There we go. I thought everyone forgot. So our content is intended and should only be used for informational use. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investment and should be based on your own individual circumstances. You should always take independent
Oh gosh. Hello, guys. I think we've had a bit of a falling out. We'll be back in a second. Let me just pull up the disclaimer. Okay, so let me just get through this. Do your own research. You should always take independent and professional advice from a professional advisor, or independently research and verify all and any information found on our show that you wish to rely upon. Whether you wish to make an investment decision or otherwise, all investments come with what, guys? Risk. Please do your own research. We are not financial advisors. We do not intend. What could you, Zishan? Could you mute, please, bro? Okay, there you go. Let me just quickly run through this. Yeah, we're not financial advisors, and we do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. However, we are working in collaboration with several accredited advisors. If you are unable to mitigate your risk, then please do get in contact with us immediately so we can refer you to an accredited financial advisor with that sheet of paper, with the paperwork that's really accredited, because we don't have that paperwork. We are just edumatainers. This is for entertainment purposes.
Oh, thank God for Keish
Things
covering
just
there.
happen to happen, you know. But yeah, thanks. I think Mike's back in, so
Yeah,
Mike,
I'm back
please
in.
do
I'm back in.
take over.
Yo,
Yeah.
thank God for that.
Thank God that you made me you gave me the rights as a co-host.
I didn't. I literally just did that now. I didn't.
Oh, damn. Then okay, damn.
Why
Okay, cool.
work
So
like that?
that's boring stuff out of the way. Let's get into it, man. Open up the news, bro.
Okay. News. To the news.
Oh, bro, your internet, bro. You need to get a router booster.
Yeah, I know.
I know what you need for Christmas.
Badly need a router booster.
All I want for Christmas
is a router booster. Mad. So news and updates. So in terms of blockchain sensei news, the tickets are now available thanks to our amazing partners at SeatLab Official. If you are hosting any events or know anyone hosting an event that wants to turn their event tickets into NFTs or to be able to airdrop the people attending their events with NFTs as a thank you for attending, let us know and we can connect you with SeatLabs. So watch out for more announcements coming from SeatLab. We are in talks to make all episodes of the game come with NFT tickets. So that would mean every episode of the game from next year, from January, only if you're in our exclusive community will you get access to the NFTs for each episode. And then, because there's another announcement I might as well do from here, and that's that next year we're going to have a Telegram group and a WhatsApp group. So the Telegram group will be for the general public, and the WhatsApp group will be for only inner circle members who are people that have paid for lessons or that have are our partners. Next bit of news: the Mandem, the gang that is Shuriken Sounds, have dropped their first web-free music track.
What platform?
On none other than, you guessed it,
Where is it at?
It's on Audius. So and we're going to play a little bit of it on today's episode. So make sure you go over to Shuriken Sounds and stream that up. Big shouts to the gang. That's obviously Cairo, Calm, Ninja T, Pian Wu, and obviously none other than the GOAT, the greatest of all time. That's Deco. What's good?
Let's go.
Let's just Deco. I always say Deco. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Let me just play a little hot minute of this track.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna get banned for this or anything like that.
No, we can play it.
Oh, just let it run, man.
Oh, come on, play. You playing?
Cairo, Shannon, Ninja TV back again. She hold it down. I'm gonna reach my thumb. She hold it down wherever it goes, yeah. This walk get loud. I'm on my floor to £1 billion. Got to my vision, it's getting on sound. She hold it down. I'm gonna reach my thumb. She hold it down wherever it goes, yeah.
There we go. That's a little sample of that track. So let's go on to the rest of the news. So rest of the news that's happening in the crypto space is that we have many things have been happening.
Many things.
One of those things that did be happening is a man like FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried.
Mr. Bankman.
He got fried up. He's now in the Bahama jails, doing his bits there. So his life isn't too cushy anymore. We'll see if his parents get arrested as well.
But guys, I'm thinking, does he have his computer? Does he have his nice rug? Has he got all of the add-ons in his cell? That's what I want to know, because he's definitely got the funds. And majority of, celebrities and high net worth individuals, when they go to prison, they're just
Not
really,
the same.
they're going to play tennis.
It's not the same. It's not the real prison.
Yeah, exactly that,
But
right?
let's see, and let's see. Anyway, crypto trading firm Amber Group raises 300 million in Series C. Microsoft bans crypto mining on cloud services. And that is very interesting.
Wait, read that one again.
Microsoft bans crypto mining on cloud services. Did that just mean? I didn't think that was a bad move by them because
they're
Google.
Stupid.
Yeah, Google.
No, maybe they got a separate company for that. Yeah.
And they run all their crypto stuff through Netflix when they purchase Netflix.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens there with that one. So the SEC has charged Sam Bankman fraud with defrauding investors.
That just came out so smoothly, bro. That slipped out, man.
Proof of reserves auditor Mazars pauses all work from crypto clients. So Mazars, we probably might do a glimpse of them in today's episode, where we look at their really bad auditing and accounting of Binance, where they apparently audited Binance's accounts. And we kind of known that Binance has about 56 billion, but the audit only showed 10 billion. So it was kind of missed 40-odd billion there. So
and then also what I saw as well, I saw a lot of the influencers that are sponsored by Binance basically saying, hey, Binance has over 60 billion in cold storage. Hey, look, it's in cold storage. I've looked in the wallets myself. They have I've seen personally over 18 different wallets with billions in it. Well, one with billions, others with millions in it. And another thing to say about the auditing of companies, this is the reason why Tether depegged and USDT had issues, is because they use third-party companies to manage their funds and audit and things of that nature. And then they basically do the wrong things with the funds and then go do some malarkey, and then they crash because of that, because they've gone to a third-party organization that probably isn't being vetted properly, well, definitely ain't being vetted properly, and then these things happen. So
it's interesting you said that, because when CZ was on CNBC, he was saying that none of these companies know how to audit crypto companies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you've seen the wallets, Keish says Binance a goodie for the money. So let's see what happens. US prosecutors are still looking to charge Binance on possible money laundering violations. So that's still breaking the law. Crypto exchange Bitavo says it aims to recoup 280 million euros from DCG, and Consensus teams up with PayPal for a new way to buy crypto in MetaMask.
That one there, it had to be number one.
Yeah. Other bits of news that happened that I thought were worthy is the Hong Kong Stock Exchange has begun trading 2 ETFs around crypto. Aztec Network raises 100 mil for Series B finance led by A16. Crypto trading firm Amber Group, who we mentioned them, Wisdom's Tree, Ethereum, and Celeb enabled funds receive SEC approval. So these are ETFs that you can buy on the stock market that give you exposure to Ethereum and Stellar. Top gainers this week, we had OpenDAO with 41%. I think that's the biggest one. And then obviously PSG fan token, which went up and down depending on what was happening with Mbappe. So let's see what happens with that one. Bitcoin mining stocks year-to-date performance. Now, this is very relevant because some of them that we mentioned in the BlackRock episode, we noticed that also in Grayscale's portfolio, one of them being Core Scientific, which you can see here is at the very bottom with its 98.6% down. Now, when we get to the end, I'm going to show you why that's interesting, because there's a lot to be gained on Core Scientific and Riot Blockchain if you look deeper into their fundamentals and into their reports. These are the top 10 artificial intelligence tokens by fully diluted market cap. So again, please go and do your own research. In fact, we would love anybody that wants to volunteer to do some research on these and present them to us. just so we can stay up to date on AI projects. The top 10 are Deep Brain Chain, Vector Space AI, Matrix AI, On-Chain Token, AFES, Artificial Liquid Intelligence, Singularity Net, Fetch AI, we know about, that's in our watch list, Numia, and a Data Highway. Next is the Wisdom Tree ETF, which we've spoken about. And then something that lines up with our Twitter feed. So in our Twitter, the very top thing on our Twitter is a pegged post. And it's probably one of the most important posts in all of our tweets, because it's basically the pinned tweet that highlights what Cathie Woods has predicted all along about the allocation of funds like how big money is going to slowly move into Bitcoin. So with a 1% allocation, Bitcoin can get to 100K. With 2.5% allocation from pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, insurance companies, and the mass affluent, we can get to 200K. With a 6.5% allocation allowed, that can get up to 500K. And look what's happened recently. Let's go and have a look and see if this is lining up. Yep, that's it.
Hold on. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yep. So what's happened recently is that the International Bank of Settlement has allowed countries to hold 2% of their reserves in cryptocurrency. So things are happening. So that's I think it's worked out to be like 19 trillion of dollars would be 2%. So it's a very interesting exposure that can come there. Now, in terms of something that I saw on Twitter, was this that I thought I'd share, which is in terms of like this is the inverted Bitcoin monthly chart. So this is if you flip it upside down, you can see that there's actually a bit of a downward trend happening there, which is quite interesting to say that we could get a little tiny breakout now, but we'll see what happens. And again, I'm going to send some links so that people can read into this about the good zones and the bad zones to buy into crypto. Now, this is a super macro chart that goes back all the way to, I think this chart, when you look at it, goes back to the 1800s, and it shows you the bear and bull market cycles of all the way back to the 1800s. So that is that. So that's the news. Let's get into today's episode. Where
what we're doing today?
We are covering fundamentals from the Grayscale paper. Now, first of all, we've got to start with who the hell are Grayscale.
That's a good one.
Why are we even talking about these guys? And that is because they are actually the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin. They have approximately 650,000 Bitcoins. Let me just show you before I forget. We wanted to see why it pays to pay attention and to take action. Now, you may remember we mentioned the BlackRock ETF. You may remember the episode. We went through all of these projects and showed their fundamentals and their potential returns, right? So we had Riot was one of them that we looked at, and most definitely Core Scientific was definitely one of them that we mentioned. Yeah. If we just find Core Scientific, here it is. We can see that we talked about it probably end of November.
Yeah.
And those of you that took action and bought in for, well, did your own research. In from 11 cents, you would have had a nice 351% gain in the crazy market times that we're in now.
And let's be real. Let's be real. People are not sniper traders. So let's call it around about 250%.
Yeah. Now, the reason why this one is very interesting is because the all-time high, we're going to keep showing this, is $15. So even from where we are now, right, to the top is 7,171% return.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this possible? Yes. Is it not possible? No. Well, yeah. So basically do your own research on this, read the earnings report, look into it, and find out some of the stuff that we found out, which I'm going to allude to now, that Core Scientific is doing the same thing that Tesla did before they had their big jump in earnings. And that is that they're expanding their factories from 4 Bitcoin mining factories to amplifying so that they're going to have the power of 8 Bitcoin mining factories. And they're currently the world's largest producer of Bitcoin.
Yep.
They produce 3 times more Bitcoin than Riot Blockchain.
It is vile. The charts, that their bar chart is absolutely vile. They are violating all the other companies. Like, they have no competition. They're like, for the other companies to catch up, it's going to be way a lot of work, because Bitcoin mining is getting more difficult and more difficult as the years go by and as more of the halvings happen. So
yeah. I think this is a company that would get a bailout, because America can't afford to lose that hash rate.
Yeah.
No way. Either that or a company like Google or someone's going to acquire them and make it private. Because it's too much of a, like, if Bitcoin goes to 100K, these guys are just laughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to just touch on that one. Okay, cool. Let's go back to where was we at? Is it still sharing my screen?
We're still on the chart at the moment for me.
Let's go into. Okay, so the Grayscale paper. I need to kind of give some context into who Grayscale are, don't I? So I've said that the amount of Bitcoin that they've got. Let's go onto their site for Grayscale Investments. So these guys basically are the plug for everybody. Like, they are your local dealer. They're basically dealing out the Bitcoin for everybody. Everybody comes to them. They are the biggest plug. They are the biggest distro. Here's some of their holdings: Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Decentraland Trust. These are all trusts that they've created for different cryptos. And their 2 newest ones is the Smart Contract Platform Fund, and then the other one, which we're going to look at. So they've got reports and insights here. Highly recommend go onto the website, click on reports and insights, and just have a read of some of these. So they've got this one, which we're going to cover probably next week, which is Bear Markets in Perspective. This one we've already downloaded, which is the Get Smart on Smart Contract Platforms. So yeah, most definitely go and read some of these. It will give you a massive advantage and head start over a lot of people in the space, because people are not reading this.
Doing the reading. Yeah.
So yeah. So let's get into the report that we're looking at today. My annotated one, I put it in the group, all the highlights of what I've seen. So maybe I highlighted it a little bit too much. Oops. So fundamentals, to what they say are fundamentals are understanding the basics of how crypto asset functions. What does it do, and how is it different from other crypto assets? The next thing you want to look at is correlations. So keeping track of correlations between the prices of 2 different assets. How does this crypto asset correlate with other crypto assets, as well as other traditional assets? Is there strong historical correlations, and how would those impact trading decisions? Next is supply. Having a solid understanding of how the supply is issued, who it's issued to, and the distribution of when it gets issued. Next is competitive analysis. So noting how this crypto asset competes with other crypto assets is something you want to look at. Next is network effects. Now, this one is probably something that I've recently become quite obsessed with, is the Metcalfe effect, and just the general network effect of how when something expands in users, because there's more users that can use it in the network, it becomes more valuable. So keeping track of on-chain metrics to determine if the asset has sustainable network effects from usage and adoption. And then obviously decentralization, looking at how decentralized the asset actually is and how much it would cost for a 51% attack on that network. So what they've broken it down into different sectors and the leading tokens in those sectors. So take note, in the currency sector, they've highlighted Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Zcash, USDC, and USDT. In the smart contract platform sector, they've highlighted Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Near, and Avalanche. And in the DeFi sector, they've highlighted Chainlink, Uniswap, Aave, and MakerDAO. So do your research into those tokens. This little image of how the US dollar still dominates global reserves, we're going to post on the socials again.
That's my babes.
This next one I thought was quite interesting as well. Let me just zoom in here. So let me zoom in.
No, guys, I love Statista. Guys, Statista is incredible.
So the real effective exchange rate is the weighted average of a country's currency in relation to an index or basket of other currencies. So a good way of measuring the currencies, so say for example USDT and USDC or stable coins, is how powerful they are or their usage in comparison to other currencies. So at the moment we have the DXY, which is the dollar index, which compares the value of the dollar to other tokens, to other currencies. I'm sure we're going to soon get that with cryptos, of how powerful they are. Next is Bitcoin valuation. I thought this was quite interesting in terms of showing and highlighting all the pros of crypto and Bitcoin in comparison to fiat and in comparison to gold. As we know, gold and fiat are not decentralized and they're not smart. You can't program them or do anything with them. Next is in terms of the large network effects, high security, clear monetary policy, as various external factors like the price of other risk assets, interest rate hikes, and different forms of monetary debasement are the reasons why Bitcoin isn't, in their opinion, a good asset. Now, in terms of core fundamentals that they say you should look at is scarcity, which we can see a lot of NFTs just haven't even bothered making their project scarce. So it limits the value. Portability, so how easy is it for one person to transfer it to another? I would say anything with MetaMask, and that's only on MetaMask, doesn't cover this at all. Durability and fungibility are two areas also you want to look at. And then what Bitcoin offers, which you should also look at when you're looking at a crypto project, is how decentralized is it? So you can do that quite easily on CoinMarketCap. So let's just quickly show you how you do that. So a lot of people don't even know that you can do this, but I highly recommend you do it and you compare. So let's go Cardano, because we know I love Cardano. And you click on more info. And when it loads, and you click token distribution. No. Where is it? No, you can't.
Are you looking for the holders?
Yeah.
You meant to go inside of the ETH scan of it, or the scan.
On here. You can normally see it on CoinMarketCap.
I normally go into the ETH scan of it, or like I normally go into the scan. I don't use CoinMarketCap to look at the holders.
Okay, you're gonna have to save that one for people that have lessons.
Yeah.
I know you can do it on Chronos.
And if you really want to deep dive a project, you can make a bot that tracks and traces every time someone does a transaction. Wallets.
Oh, here we go. So this one shows it straight away, holders. So you can see here, the crypto.com token isn't very distributed because the top 10 holders own 93% of it. So in terms of decentralization, I don't think crypto.com is very decentralized. In fact, the top 100 holders hold 96% of it. So yeah, that is the exact opposite of decentralization there with that one. So hopefully that makes sense in why you would look at that, because it basically means you can get dumped on at any time. So then the next thing that we're looking at is censorship resistance. So how easy is it for people to transfer money in or to transfer value in that without government oversight? So with Bitcoin, it's very hard to stop people transacting Bitcoin. And then is there an ETH scanner or a scanner for that network that allows you to see the transactions and the balances? Now, this is the point that I want to make in regards to everything that's happening with FTX and with all these exchanges and all these platforms. What is amazing about it is that it's actually showing how good blockchain technology is. But in all these court hearings and in all this news and all this press, nobody is talking about the fact that the reason these companies are getting found out is because the users are going on the blockchain and seeing these transactions happen and going, someone's just moved a couple of billion. Whereas with a bank, with a company, you can't see that. You can't just go on Boohoo's banking and see if they've moved out money, moved out 20 billion. You can't do that with Nike. You can't do that with HSBC, with Metrobank, with Revolut. You can't see what they're doing with the money. Whereas these blockchain companies, the reason they're being caught out is because you can do that with blockchain, which shows why it is important. And it's important to be able, for me, in my opinion, blockchains that allow you to do that through their scan is very important. So other things to look for is active addresses. So again, that's something that we can see on the Kronos one when we click on the Kronos one. Again, if we go back to it here, so we can see the addresses. So it's got 287,000 addresses and only 497 of them are active. Now, that says to me that this protocol isn't being used. That means they're not making that much money. That is a big red flag. Hopefully that's valuable to somebody. So on-chain metrics, and if you want to know where to check this kind of info, go to BitInfo charts. So we'll bring that up so you can see it's the right one. BitInfo charts is the website that allows you to see that for all these different cryptocurrencies.
Bro, I'm not liking that UI UX, bro. It looks plain as hell.
Yeah, it's a bit brazen. But it lets you see literally everything about it in terms of like the hash, the who's got the most of it. So
guys, just go on DeFi Llama. I don't like this.
You don't like this one?
Yeah, go on DeFi Llama, guys. DeFi Llama's way better. UI UX. At least I know the information is there, but DeFi Llama, anything on-chain metrics wise, it's there, bro.
There we go. DeFi Llama.
Yeah, that's the one.
So if you want to check out a project,
and even you can check out airdrops that are happening. You can check out everything.
Yeah. So that's that one. Okay, so back to the report. So the next thing you want to check is exchange wallet flows. So is there a net outflow from exchanges? Because if people are taking it off the exchanges, that is a good sign for the token, because it means that people don't want to keep it on the exchange. They want to put it in cold storage, which keeps it safer. If that token is coming back onto exchanges, that's not good, because it means people want to sell. So the websites where you can check that are Glassnode.
Oh yeah, that is the one.
But this is where the big boys hang out. This is
where the big boys are at. This is like you can create any type of data set that you want using Glassnode. You can make your own curated data set, and it basically gives you on-chain data but you can really make a wide range of different strategies on Glassnode.
Yeah, there's them, and then there's Into the Block as well. These guys are a really good analytics platform for assessing what's going on with different blockchains. So next thing was so the hash rates, but that's for blockchain, for Bitcoin mainly. Now for funding rates and open interest, so this is where futures contracts come in. So this is people predicting the future prices of cryptos. You can do that on CoinGlass. And then another one that we'd recommend is Masari. So these are
our good old friends,
big boy websites.
Oh yeah.
If you want to take this crypto research super heavy, this is where you would do it with these websites. Now, again, each one of these websites that we've just talked about, especially the analytics and data ones, probably going to have reports where you can read and just quickly find out what things their data is suggesting is worth looking at. Cool. So that's that one. So funding rates. So next is adoption by institutions. Oh my God, who else do you know in the education space that always looks at institutional adoption for cryptos? Oh yeah, there's a set of teachers that we know. Blockchain Sensei. I don't know if you've heard of them. Anyway, Grayscale suggests looking at adoption by institutions. Announcements that large institutions like BlackRock or Fidelity are planning to offer certain services or make investments into a platform are a good indicator. There we go. Bullish sentiment, such as funding rates for futures, and are overwhelmingly positive, and exchange balances are decreasing. So if you see the futures rates going up and money on that token leaving the exchange, that is what suggests that token is going to go towards a new all-time high. And that is exactly what happened with Bitcoin when it hit its previous all-time high. Another thing that helps is obviously the M2 money supply. So if governments print more money, then it kind of helps because that new money tends to go into cryptos. Another thing you want to look at is supply. So what you want to know is the project that you're investing in, what is the total market, the total supply. So if we go to crypto.com, we can see that only 83% of the total supply has been issued. At the moment, the circulating supply is 25 and the max supply is 30. So we can see that there's still 5 billion, is that? Yeah, there's still 5 billion tokens left to be issued. So that would kind of water down what they're doing. Cool. So always look at that. So what can also cause a massive problem is unlock events. So unlock events are situations where exchanges get hacked and then all of their tokens go back into the market or get liquidated or people have lots of it. So that's what happened with Mt. Gox. They released 150 liquidation of 140k Bitcoin, 140,000 Bitcoin. So we can see here that this is the highest amount of Bitcoin that's ever been stolen. And that was the Mt. Gox theft, which caused the price of Bitcoin to dump. Finally, network effects, which we've spoken about, and then security and decentralization, which finishes up with this, which I think is a great way to finish. And it's very interesting because it shows you the market cap, the algorithm, the hash rate, and most importantly, how much it would cost to attack the network for 1 hour. So Bitcoin, it costs just 545k per hour to hack or cause a problem for the network, which is very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, that is today's episode of the game. Short, sweet, powerful, and punchy. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. I think it's been one of the shorter ones. But thank you for everyone for being here. Let's take some questions from those that are still in the room. If anybody has any questions, anything they've been looking at, or anything they want us to research. So let's go. Devon, did you have any questions?
No, hadn't have any questions. I kind of caught like the last probably like 10 minutes, but I'll probably rewatch it though.
Cool. No worries, no worries. Thank you very much. iPhone, who is iPhone today?
Hello, Michael. My name's Alex. You saw me on Friday. At the
Oh,
Real Vision
Alex, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
Oh, I'm good. This is your first episode of the game, right?
It is. I managed to find all your socials and I'm now subscribed and got notifications on for all of them.
Oh, amazing. How did you find this episode?
Yeah, it was good. I think I missed the first maybe 10, 15 minutes. But no, full of information, just what I want to hear.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, you can catch the replay on YouTube. We're going to be posting the link for the replay in the WhatsApp group anyway, so you'll be able to catch it back there.
Right, okay, perfect.
Thank you very much for tuning in, buddy.
Cheers, Michael. No worries.
See you in a bit. Next is Crypto Boss. How you doing, buddy? You were nice and early today.
What you saying? Everything good, brother?
We are
Usual
good.
thing.
Oh, good. How are you?
I am okay, brother.
Good.
I was missing in action for a couple of weeks, so we've been a bit busy, but I'm back.
No worries. Well, yeah, we're here to deliver the game for you just before Christmas. This has been a very short, punchy, sweet episode where it's just full of clues for those that do their own research. Is there anything?
That was a lot of info, bro. Trust me. That was a
Yeah.
lot of information I was given there for those who do their own research.
Yep, we've just literally given you the blueprint of how institutions are doing their research.
Correct.
So yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Is there anything that you're looking at the moment, or what did you like the most from today's episode?
Not really looking at anything. I just heard our weave again in something you were talking about, and I remember you guys mentioned it, and I started looking on it. So yeah, that's
Nice.
a good one.
Our weave. Yep, that's a great one for file storage. Definitely check that out, guys. Okie dokie. We're gonna end it there. Thank you very much, everybody. Very short episode, but again, like we said, full of gems. Thank you very much to Chantal, who's watching on the YouTube. I really appreciate you. Once again, anybody watching on YouTube, please like, comment, share. If you've gained any value from this episode. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year.